Hello everyone, I am Mrs. Esther Messi. Welcome back to another session of Lesson 4 of Civics, Working of Institutions. Today we will study about Prime Minister and Council of Ministers. As we all know, Prime Minister is the most important political institution in the country. There is no direct election to the post of the Prime Minister. The President appoints the Prime Minister, but the President cannot appoint anyone he likes. The President appoints the leader of the majority party or the coalition of party that commands a majority in the Lok Sabha as Prime Minister. In case no single party or alliance get a majority, the President appoints the person most likely to secure a majority support. The Prime Minister does not have a fixed tenure, that is, the time period or the working period in the government. He continues in power so long as he remains the leader of the majority party or coalition. After the appointment of the Prime Minister, the President appoints other ministers on the advice of Prime Minister. The ministers are usually from the party or the coalition that has the majority in the Lok Sabha. The Prime Minister is free to choose ministers as long as they are members of Parliament. Sometimes a person who is not a member of Parliament can also become a minister, but such a person has to get elected to one of the House of the Parliament within 6 months of appointment as minister. Council of Ministers is the official name for the body that includes all the ministers. It usually has 60 to 80 ministers of different ranks. First is the cabinet ministers. Cabinet ministers are usually top-level leaders of the ruling party or parties who are in charge of the major ministries. Usually the cabinet minister meet to take decisions in the name of the Council of Ministers. Cabinet is thus the inner ring of the Council of Ministers. It comprises about 20 ministers. Next is the ministers of state with independent charge. These are usually in charge of smaller ministries. They participate in the cabinet meetings only when specially invited. And next is the minister of states. They are attached to and required to assist cabinet ministers. Since it is not practical for all the ministers to meet regularly and discuss everything, the decisions are taken in cabinet meetings. That is why parliamentary democracy in most countries is often known as cabinet form of government. The cabinet works as a team. The ministers may have different views and opinions, but everyone has to own up to every decision of the cabinet. No ministry can openly criticize any decision of the government, even if it is about another ministry or department. Every ministry has secretaries who are civil servants. The secretaries provides the necessary background information to the ministries to take decisions. The cabinet as a team is assisted by the cabinet secretary. This includes many senior civil servants who try to coordinate the working of different ministries. Students, I hope you all have understood this much. We will continue this lesson in my next video. Thanks for watching.